What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Hope this video finds you just having a fantastic day. We have a very busy week this week. So yesterday, which was Monday at the time of this recording, yesterday we had a super busy day. Sarah and I both, I was at work, she was at home doing all kind of things in preparation for the live sale and also for other things we have going on this week. So tonight we have a gathering of life group leaders that are going to be at our house. We're going to just talk with them, encourage them, kind of share what the vision is for life groups going forward into the rest of the year, and I think it'll probably roll over into the beginning of next year if everything goes the way that I think it is. Just going to talk to them, and really, like, one thing I'm just really excited about is just being with them and getting to spend that time with them and all the assistants as well. It's going to be a great time. But so we have that tonight. Tomorrow we have a wedding rehearsal there's a couple that goes to our church that's getting married, and I'm doing like the emceeing and DJing of this wedding, and so I'll have to be at the rehearsal. That's Wednesday, and then that'll be after work. Then Thursday after work, Thursday evening, is the actual wedding. So that is, I'm a little nervous. Like, I think that once I get through the rehearsal, I'll feel better. But just right now, there's so much unknown, and I've never really done anything like this before. I mean, I've emceed events before, like whenever I was with the radio station, but it's so different when it's someone's wedding, because it's like, it's their wedding. It's, if anything goes wrong, it's just the thought of me messing something up is terrifying. But because I messed up during Delana's wedding, my sister, I messed up during her wedding. I was singing a song, and there was an issue with the sound that I didn't hear the song, like the cue of the music, and so I came in late, missed like a whole sentence of a verse, and it haunts me to this day. Delana, of course, was an angel about it and didn't care, and it was fine. But for me, I was like, oh, of course I messed up, and I just don't want to mess up in this wedding, because it's, you know, she's a friend, but she's not a family member, and I just don't want to be that guy. So I think I'll be okay once we get through the rehearsal. I really do think I'll be okay. But and then Friday I'll be working. Then Friday night, me and several of the guys from church are just going to go to the coast and eat at Texas Roadhouse and just be together and break bread together. Literally, because Texas Roadhouse has the most fantastic rolls available. That's just the way it is to me. Yes, I know about Lambert's. Yes, I know they throw them. And yes, I have caught one and thrown it back, which is just the most Cody thing in the world. But yeah, very much looking forward to that. I love getting to be with my friends from church. Like, everyone is, they're so good. Like, I love those guys, and I learn a lot from each of them. But it's just always fun whenever we can get together and just hang out, which we don't get to do nearly often enough, in my opinion. But trying to remedy that by being proactive and just being intentional about planning stuff. And I look forward to that. That's going to be a good time. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. It's been a very busy week. I'm going to try to vlog some of this stuff as I can, and hopefully get to make a video that you can enjoy. So we'll see. Right now I'm in my hometown of Lucedale, Mississippi, my original hometown where I was raised, and I'm about to go over here and get some work done, and then this evening gonna head to the house and do the life group party. So I will hopefully remember to show you some stuff from there. I just want to say this too. there's been something that's really been on my mind lately, and I'm not going to get super deep into it here, but I do just want to encourage each of you. And no one has said anything unkind to me on the channel or anything like that. There's been nothing like that, but it just seems like that I've encountered so many people lately just in life who are just not nice. They're just, it's not that they're not nice people, but it just seems like that everyone is becoming more and more comfortable with just being ugly to people, like, oh, and maybe we feel like we're justified because we're having a bad day, or we may feel like that it's okay because, well, if you only knew what I've been through, XYZ. Fine. I get that. There's definitely days when I look back on myself and I look back at how I handled a situation and definitely understand that, man, you could have handled that way better. But I just want us to, let's just try to be intentional about being nice to each other. Let's be nice to people, because everyone is hurting. Everyone's going through something. Everyone is dealing with something that we can't even imagine. And literally just the simple action of not reacting to their frustration, or reacting to their frustration with grace, could literally change their whole day, and maybe even their own perspective about themselves. I really believe that so many people genuinely do not like themselves, but they don't know how to change. I know that I've been there. I still have days where I'm like that. I'm just like, man, you would think by now that I would be past that, or I'd be better than that, but I fell again, or something like that. So I know what it feels like to kind of be in that position, but I also know that it can really do someone a lot of good to just encounter somebody who is just nice to them. You don't have to buy them anything. You don't have to go crazy with it, but let's just make it a point to, and I say let's because I need to do the same thing. Let's just make it a point to be unreasonably kind to someone. You can just practice with one person. And when I say unreasonably, I don't mean like annoyingly or like being fake about it. I just mean maybe it's someone who in that moment you don't feel like being kind to. You don't feel like showing them grace or whatever. You feel like, well, bless God, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Let's not. Let's just be nice. And I think that if more people would do that, starting with me, I think if more people would do that, the world would slowly become a better place. Because one thing we really need a lot more of in this world is kindness. We don't need more of people giving other people pieces of their mind. We need like kindness and grace and gentleness, and let's just be nice to folks, man. Like, don't say mean things, don't do mean things, and don't wait until someone's funeral to give them their flowers. If you think something nice about someone, call them up, send them a text, whatever you got to do, and just let them know, hey man, hey sis, thought about you today, just want you to know you're a great friend. Like, that could literally change someone's day. Like, I just want you to know that I was thinking about you and thinking about our friendship, and want you to know that you're a great friend, and I hope that I get to see you soon. Can you imagine? Anyway, I'll get off of that now, and let's see what else the day holds for us. I'm out here in these woods and just couldn't help but think about Pawpaw. I miss that old man so bad, y'all. He would have loved being right here where I'm at. And it's like whenever I know it sounds crazy, but like whenever I see a pine tree, I think about him. And just being in the woods, I always think about him. And I miss that old man. It's like you got days where you'll be fine, and carrying on as like I know he would want me to. But then you got these moments where it just hits you like a dump truck. I give anything to call him right now, and I just can't. I've I've called him all I'm going to call him, you know. I will admit I do still talk to him. I know that he can't necessarily hear me unless the Lord just lets him, but I do talk to him, and I sure do miss him. But I'm so glad that he's not hurting no more. He, man, I do miss him a lot. This is just part of life now. There'll be days when these things happen, and there'll be times when they don't. But right now it is, and it's just part of my life. So we'll make it through. I got more work to do. I'm fixing to get back to that. I'm doing paperwork right now, but I just wanted to share this moment and remember him in this video. He was a good man, and I love him and I miss him. I've never really thought about it before until a while ago, but I made the remark that whenever I see a pine tree, it kind of makes me think about Pawpaw. And I said that, and even whenever I said it, I was kind of thinking, I wonder why that is, you know. Well, then I thought about it, and I think I might know why. So growing up, Pawpaw, whenever we would go hunting, he wouldn't wear like a shirt, you know, camouflage shirts, camouflage pants, whatever. He had like this one piece, like coveralls, and it was, looking back, the pattern was like original Realtree. It's like I've actually got a jacket you've probably seen in like an earlier video where me and Robbie went hog hunting. But that was the pattern of those coveralls, and it really looks like a pine tree kind of. So now, I guess just subconsciously, whenever I see pine trees and stuff, especially up close, I just kind of think about him. And I guess that's the reason why. He used to always walk around looking like a pine tree. All right, I made it home. Got a shower, got my hair did, and we hung these. We got the curtain rods, and then this do it sign. That sign is very special to me. That sign hung in my house when I was growing up in forever. And then when my mom and Pawpaw moved, it went with them to their trailer at the camp. And now it's here. And whenever we got it hung up, I got all emotional and teared up because it's just crazy that it's in our house now. And I love it. I think that's where it ought to be. We still got a little less than an hour for people to show up. And so I'm going to use this time to try to cool off because I done worked up and got hot. I'm sweating still, all that fun stuff. So can't wait to see everybody. All right,
Hello.
We did it. Meeting went great.
Yes, it did. We had lots of fun. I have a poodle. The kids were playing. They found my box of toys that I have for the kids.
And they've been buck wild, and it's been fantastic.
Yep, so.
I think it went really good.
I think so too.
It's gonna be fun. We're about to get ready for bed. I am tired.
Same.
My eyes are burning.
And it doesn't stop from here.
That's not
for the rest of the week.
There's so much more to do, but we'll handle that tomorrow. At least the house is clean.
Yep,
So.
except for our bedroom.
That's okay though. We're gonna handle that later. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning. It is the next day and got lots to do. The rehearsal is today. I've got to somehow get home from work early enough to get equipment, like sound equipment and stuff. And got, I really don't know how the day is going to unfold as far as time, because I have a lot to do at work, but I also have to be here by a certain time, which I'm really not entirely sure what time that is. So we'll see. It's going to unfold. It's all going to work out. I'm going to do it. But today's the day. So got a lot of traveling to do for work today. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Probably won't be much to show today, but until this evening. But we'll see.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all excuse my hazards being on, but I had to tell y'all about this. So as I've mentioned in this video, I've been relatively stressed about the rehearsal this evening. And one of the main reasons for that is just working it out with like my work schedule. And I was just able, I am so relieved because I was just able to put a plan in place that is going to allow me to have much more time than I was originally going to have. I'm not going to be cutting it as close as it was going to be cut. I had already texted the mother of the bride and let her know that there was a very real possibility that I was going to be late this evening and that I was going to, do my best to make it work, but that I had several things come up this morning that were unexpected, which is true. But thankfully it happened that way because it put me in a position to look at my plan that I had and realize that there was an alternative plan that was an option. And I'm just so thankful that this has worked out. I literally feel like a truck has been removed from my chest, like this pressure. Like now I'm gonna have plenty of time to do what I need to do, not only at work, but then to be able to make it to the recital, the rehearsal in time. And I am so thankful, y'all. I love whenever the Lord works stuff out like that. There's no way that I could have worked that out on my own. It was literally Him that was like, what about this instead? And it was just like a light bulb came on, and I just wanted to acknowledge that and say that I'm feeling much better. I'm so thankful. Oh, I'm so thankful. So now I am going to be finishing up this plan that we have in place. I'm going to be getting everything situated and ready to run here at work without my presence. And then I'll be able to carry on with everything else I've got to do today leading up to the rehearsal. So yeah, I'm very excited, and we'll see how this goes tonight. I'm super glad that this has worked out this way. You just have no idea. All right, so I'm back home and the time has come to pack up what I'm going to be taking for the rehearsal, and I'm going to show you that now. This is my Rodecaster Pro that I use to record my podcast with. I'm going to be setting this up for playing music. I can do it through like this channel here that you can hook up a phone to it. I'm going to use that to play the music. I'm going to pack it into this bag that I've kind of purposed into. It's like a tech bag, but I've turned it into like a mobile podcast gear bag. It's really like padded and heavy duty and stuff. So I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to bring probably this microphone, and that'll be all I need for the outside portion. And then my understanding is that the inside will be done with like other equipment that we're bringing from the church. I wanted to have two setups where I wouldn't have to move one back and forth because you risk things like not being plugged up right, tearing up, all that. So we're going to have an outside setup for the ceremony and then an inside setup for the reception. So that's going to be fun. That equipment has already been picked up from the church, and now all I have to do is pack this stuff up and we'll be ready. So I'm about to get all this together, and then before we know it, it'll be time to go. All right, so I've got the Rodecaster power source, aux cable to play the music, chargers, dongles for Lightning and USB-C, the microphone and the XLR cable, and the Rodecaster itself is in the bag. So I think once I get all this put into the bag, we'll be set.
We're both laughing.
What does this mean? We're about to go. All right, we made it out of this.
Wow.
That's a bad way
Made
to
it
word it.
out.
We made it out. We just left the
Venue.
venue, and I feel so much better.
It's going to be so pretty.
Much better. It is a beautiful place, but I was, as you know, I was very nervous about like how I was going to do what I have to do, and now I'm just like, that was my plan.
No, it was not.
That's just who we are. But tomorrow's the wedding.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks. I am nervous because, like I said before earlier in the video, I do not want to mess up someone's wedding. But the ceremony, I'm like, I got that on lock. It's the reception that I'm a little about, but I'm going to have her plus the coordinator telling me like certain things to do.
Yeah.
I'm basically going to be a monkey on a mic, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
We are now fixing to get some dinner with our friends and then get some much needed rest because it is hot. I am tired. I need a nice shower. And I need to lay in my bed with my cats.
It was so humid out there, y'all.
Oh, my word.
Like, my skin was cold. It was, like, so humid. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. The sweat was sweating. It was doing what sweat is supposed to do.
Yeah, cool you off.
But anyway, the oxygen is what I couldn't get access to.
It's like you step into this sauna, basically. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
So, if anyone wants to come visit Mississippi...
That's what you can expect in August. It's fixing to storm, and we're fixing to go eat chicken. So,
woo.
Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Today is Thursday, which means that it is wedding day. I am very excited. Like I said last night, I feel much more comfortable. What I didn't get into last night is we did hit a bit of a snag as far as the equipment. So the plan was, and still is, but the plan was that I'm gonna have two setups for doing the music, and one of them's gonna be outside for the ceremony, like I mentioned. The other one's gonna be inside for the reception. The plan was that for outside, I was gonna have my podcast set up basically pushing through a speaker, and that was going to work. Well, it would work if I had the right kind of speaker, but I learned last night or yesterday that I do not. Some speakers, you've got active and you've got passive. Active is a speaker that has its own plug-in, basically. It has its own power cord, and it receives power by being plugged into the wall. A passive speaker basically receives its power from the whatever it's being plugged into. So like the two speakers that I have, they are passive, and they receive power from the soundboard that is being used for inside the reception, or inside for the reception, I should say. And that works fine. They do not work with my podcast setup. It needs an active speaker, and I didn't know that. So I looked it up, and one thing that you can try is a guitar amp. Now I did see that if you're like just trying to play music through it, that it's probably not going to sound very good just because of the nature of guitar amps. And sure enough, I got home last night, I set everything up, and I tried to play it through my guitar amp, and it did not go well. It did not sound good at all. It actually sounded really bad. And so I knew right away that that wasn't going to be an option. So plan C, I guess you could say, because plan B was to use the guitar amp. Plan C has turned into, we have this huge, mighty karaoke like speaker system that we have in our fellowship hall at church, and it's used because we have like a game night or something. We'll hook up a phone to it, play music through it. We use it for announcements like the cake auction and stuff like that. It's a big, nice speaker, but it is a karaoke speaker. We're going to use that for outside because it's going to be in the back. It's not going to be like in the way. It's not going to be seen by people who are like sitting and looking at the ceremony taking place, but it's going to be very useful. It's not ideal. Like, I really wish that I would have had the proper speaker. I do now have interest in investing in an active speaker just for stuff like this in case I ever wanted to do something like this again. But I got all that sorted out now, so really all I need now is to get through the work day and make it back to the venue so that I can get everything like finally set up. I got some cable management I need to do. I'm sorry about the sun. I can't do nothing about that, but I got some cable management I need to do. I need to set up that speaker, get all that worked out. The computer that I'm using is actually the bride's computer. It's her laptop because all the music is set up on a Spotify playlist, and she has Spotify Premium, so there's no ads. She was going to send me the playlists, and I do have Spotify, but I only have the free version, so there would be ads, and we don't need a Whataburger ad coming, playing during the ceremony or the reception for that matter. So we're kind of at this place now where we really just need the time to get here so that everything can be finalized, as far as setup. Like I said last night, very confident in doing the ceremony. Just more confident today, like right now, than I was last night in doing the reception. Y'all, I'm so sorry about the sun. I'm driving directly into it. I hate the way that looks, but it's actually kind of funny looking. But anyway, there ain't nothing to it but to do it now. So we're gonna get this done, get these folks married off, get them sent off. It's been an honor to be involved in this. It's been a learning experience for sure, but it's definitely, it's an honor when someone wants to involve you in their big day. So I'm really grateful to the family for trusting me and believing in me enough to even ask me to do this. So very thankful for that. So today I've got some work we got to do. It's going to be another different day for me because I do have to be at the venue at a certain time, but I'm in the process of getting everything set up here that would allow me to do that. Everything's going good. I got a good night's rest last night. I did kind of jack up my shoulder a little bit. This is kind of a bad shoulder. I've got some nerve damage in it from, I don't know. I'll tell you what happened. I was sleeping one night and I had my arm, I was laying on my stomach and I had my arm like over my head, and I made some kind of adjustment and I heard a small click. It literally just a little click. And from that day to right now, my shoulder's never been right again. I've never had it looked at, but it's like there's a general numbness like here and like on my shoulder blade. Like it's very, very sensitive. Like you can just tell that there's nerve damage of some kind, and it's a lot weaker than my right arm. So probably should get it looked at one day, but I know that it's probably going to require surgery, and I just cannot afford the recovery time. I would have to stack up just a bunch of PTO, but I don't think I would even be able to stack up enough, of what it would take to have that surgery. So, and it's not like it's debilitating or anything like that. I can live with it, and I do, but it would just be nice to have my full strength back in that shoulder. But anyway, I slept on that in such a way last night that it's a little sore this morning, but be all right. Ain't nothing to it. Just is what it is, So this morning when I was getting dressed, I thought about something I wanted to talk about with y'all that I don't think I've ever directly addressed or talked about. So I wanted to just talk about it today. If you've watched Sarah's channel or this channel for any amount of time, you've probably noticed that I wear these shirts a lot. These are like Magellan branded fishing shirts. Like I just call them fishing shirts. I guess that's what they are, but I don't know what the official name of them is. But I wear these like every day. I have multiple colors. I don't have enough colors, but I really like the black one. It's just I think it looks the best. It's my favorite. but I like this particular brand of this particular style of shirt. I don't care for the Columbia ones because the material's different. It's more kind of silkish than these. This material is just perfect. And one thing I really like about them, I'll tell you a few things I like about them and why I wear them so much. First of all, I think they fit well. You know, I don't really, I used to wear a lot of like patterned shirts that had like, there's like, I got one that's got like little crabs all over it. I got one that's got little limes all over it. I wore, and I still do, you know, break those out from time to time. But I really prefer these just because of the material. I feel like it just fits better. Like I'm more confident in them. But also, probably more importantly than that, the shirts breathe so well. There's like a whole flap thing in the back where it allows air to just kind of come in and out. And it is so nice having that. And also, I work outside a lot, and if it rains and I get wet, these shirts can get wet and they dry like that. Like they just give it a few minutes, expose it to a little bit of heat or a little bit of wind or air or whatever, and that bad boy is going to dry up, and you don't have to walk around soaking wet all day, which is so nice. Whenever I'm outside working and the rain comes through, I can just give it a few minutes and they dry up really well. The only thing I don't like about these shirts is the collar. I know a lot of times you may notice that I'll like kind of do this and adjust the collar or, you know, whatever. The collar is kind of, they collapse. Like over time, there's really no support in here at all. And I think typically most people wear them with no undershirt. They're just wearing the shirt, and then in which case that's fine. But I always wear an undershirt, so when the collar collapses, it goes like beneath the collar of the undershirt, and I don't like that. I wish there was some way that I could like provide these collars with stability, but there's really nothing I can do. So I just have to kind of like just, you know, adjust it, try to make sure that it's not falling beneath. And now it's something that I just kind of do and don't really even think about it. Sometimes it'll just cross my mind subconsciously, I guess, and I'll just make a little adjustment, like just in case. And then also, as you know, I've always got my sleeve problem. Like if the sleeve gets caught and it kind of rides up a little bit, and I have to like adjust the thing. Just part of it, but overall, man, these shirts are fantastic. I love them, and I know that I wear them a lot, and sometimes it's even kind of annoying to me. Like I wish that I had other shirts with, I wish I could have shirts of this material that had like designs on them, because I do like wearing like a, you know, like a summer vibe shirt, or, you know, a nice just patterned shirt for church or something like that. In fact, they have these shirts long sleeve, and I love wearing those like on a Wednesday night where it's a little bit more casual, you know. It still looks not like, you can wear one of these shirts long sleeve and it almost gives like a businessman in the outdoor industry look. Like it elevates it a notch that I really can't explain it other than that. You go from being like some guy out on a boat fishing or working in a field to, I'm a businessman and I happen to be an outdoorsman, you know. So they're really nice and convenient for church, like on Wednesday nights or whenever your midweek service is. But yeah, I really love these shirts. One of my dreams would be if Magellan would like sponsor this channel or something. I rep them enough that it would be beneficial, but like to have that kind of sponsor would be a dream come true, because I love their shirts and they're not expensive. They're I think you can go to Academy here in Mississippi. You can go to Academy and get you one of these shirts for like 20 or 25 bucks. And for me, like, I get my money's worth. I definitely wear them, and I've just never really talked about it, and I just wanted to acknowledge that, yeah, I do wear these shirts a lot. lot of times you'll see me in the, like, oh, he's in the red one again, or oh, he's in the orange one, or oh, yeah, I sure am, because I love them. They're mine, and I have a washing machine. And I do want to get some more colors, though. I kind of wish they would offer a few more colors. They have a good color selection. I don't have one of each color, but I also feel like that I don't look good enough in every color. I don't really love like the tan one. It's all right, I guess, but I don't really love it. I'm not 100% sure how I feel. They have like a light blue, like a teal one. Not super in love with the idea of it, but I've also never tried it on. I do need to get one though, because like when it comes springtime, I don't really have any springy shirts like this. In fact, just to kind of close out the conversation on the shirts, I'll tell you what got me into these shirts to begin with. So several years ago, it was getting into fall time, and like I said, I used to wear these patterned shirts, which were very summery, you know, crabs, fish, lime, you know, just very summery shirts. And I wore those all the time because at the time, those were my shirts. Like, those were the ones that if I could, I would just have a uniform every day. If I could just make a uniform, it would be like one of these black shirts, jeans, boots, and a hat. Like, if you were to make a Cody action figure, that's what it would have. Like, if I could, I would just wear that every day. You know, not the same clothes. I would have several shirts, several pants, but that would just be my uniform. Kind of like how Steve Jobs had the uniform. He had the black turtleneck and the jeans and stuff. That would be me. I would just have a uniform. I wear the same thing every day. You can ask Sarah. I would be perfectly happy. But that's not the world we live in, or that's not the world I live in anyway. But I used to wear these same shirts every day. And it was getting into fall time, and me and Sarah both were having a conversation about, like, man, I really don't have any like fall colors, any fall shirts I can wear, except for this one button-up shirt that it has fall colors and stuff in it, but I can't wear it like casually. So we went to, I want to say it was like a Belk or something similar, and we were our goal was to find me like some fall shirts. And we were in a section where they had these Columbia fishing shirts, and there was an orange one. And I was like, yo, that would be a good fall shirt. And she was like, oh yeah, it looks so good. And so they had an orange one and a green one. And I was like, well, because it was like when I say green, olive green, like an OD green looking color. So I got both of those and went and tried them on. And I didn't love the material, but I was like, this is good. Like, this is something I could like work with. And I was really more so excited about the colors more than I was thrown off by the material. So we bought those shirts, and I literally wore those shirts like all the time. I would just go back and forth between the orange and the green, orange and the green. And then we found these, and I really like them and prefer them. So I started stocking up on colors, and yeah, the rest is history. I still wear them every day, love them. When I'm not wearing these shirts, I'm usually wishing I was in one. They're just so comfortable. And anyway, just wanted to talk about that. That's how I wound up getting into these fishing shirts in the first place. But you know, I say that, and I just remembered back in the day when I was literally a teenager and younger adult, I had one fishing shirt that I didn't know was a fishing shirt, but it was a Realtree camouflage fishing shirt, like one of these. I wore that thing religiously. I have many pictures of it's me wearing that shirt. So I guess I've just always liked these types of shirts, and yeah, I love them. You can get them at Academy. They got my size. They fit good. They feel good, and I like them. So Magellan, if you're watching, and I know you are, hit me up. Let me know. Let me know what we can do. I would love to officially promote y'all as a sponsor of the channel. So just let me know, Magellan. I'm already wearing your stuff. Love it. Thank you. I know it ain't everybody's cup of tea, and everybody may not understand, but these types of roads are some of my favorite to be on. Just these roads that go through the woods, and are just, they reminds me of the hunting club growing up, and man, I love being on roads like this. Now, only thing that will make it better is if I was on a good old four-wheeler. Look at what a beautiful, beautiful pond I have found today. You know there's fish out there in that bad boy. I got too much to do, too many places to be, but I had to just get out and admire it for a second, but it sure is tempting. I just made it home, so it's time to go in and get ready. All right, we're about to leave. Waiting on Sarah to get in the car. I came out here to turn the air on. Got the windows rolled down because it is hot. So I'm pleased with that, but very excited to get there and get everything set up, and I'll attempt to show y'all my setup that I got. This is my station outside. The ceremony is gonna be happening out here. We got this mighty Bluetooth speaker that I was telling you about right here. It's not what we originally planned, but it works. And then the music is gonna be on this computer, and then I guess I should angle it down. Then I'm controlling it from this board and the sliding and stuff. And this is my outside setup. Let me show you the inside. All right, this is my station inside. I got these two speakers that are hooked up to this cabinet right here. We play music from the same laptop. I've got my schedule right here, and my iPad for whenever I'm just chilling. I'm talking through this mic. Don't know whose pencil this is, but yeah, everything's ready to go. Just need to wait for time to get started. Made it home. Wedding went great. Everything worked out just fine. Only a few mishaps just because some things kind of happened out of order, but the most important thing is it wasn't my fault. I'm so happy. But it was a beautiful wedding. It went great. And I had people ask me how long I've been DJing weddings, and I was like, this is the first one. I'm just a family friend helping out. And the fact that they were surprised was pretty cool. But anyway, I'm fixing to get a shower and go to bed. And I will see y'all in the morning. All right, today's Friday. That means that tonight I get to go hang out with my buddies from church. We're going to Texas Roadhouse, and we're just gonna hang out, eat meat, break bread together, and I am so excited. This week has been so busy. Believe it or not, most of which that's went on I haven't even been able to show you. It's just been very busy at work. Things that went on outside of work that you're just not able to pick up a camera and start filming. Just been a very, very busy week. So I'm excited because not only do we have these plans tonight, but tomorrow, Sarah and I are planning on just being at the house. We both agreed last night we just want a chill day where we can be at the house and just recharge. Very excited about that. Today, there's not a whole lot going on at work, thankfully. A lot of the busyness has passed. Today is more so, today's probably the most normal day we've had. I do still have a few things I've got to do. I got to get some things lined up that'll carry over into Monday and Tuesday of next week, just sort of planning ahead. But I'm about to go do those things, and then I may get a chance to get off a little bit early and get in a little bit of fishing with Robbie before I go to hang out with the guys this evening. So we'll see. I may or may not get to do that, but hopefully I will. Let's just see how the rest of the day goes. I am headed to the church. The time has finally come. About to pick the boys up, and we're going to make our way down to the coast. We have ate, we are filled, and now we're going to get cookies, get dessert. Double doozies from Great American Cookie. That's your boy right there.
Look at that. Look at that delicious goodness there.
I have secured my double doozy. So it is Saturday morning. I just woke up a few minutes ago and it is almost 11 o'clock. I slept so late and so good. I needed that big time. Today we're just gonna spend the day, like I said earlier, we're just gonna spend the day just being. I'm gonna do nothing that I don't have to do. I shouldn't have to do anything today. There's things I need to do. I mean, I need to clean this studio. You can see my bag from the wedding is just chilling there. All my equipment is still in there. I'll probably at some point unpack that and tinker in here just because I do like to do that. But we just gonna relax today. Arthur is sneezing a lot. He went to the vet recently and just had to get him checked out about a few things, and they did say that he has allergies and that he has signs of diabetes but doesn't have it yet, and he's got anxiety. Well, they put a calming collar on him, which has worked wonders for his anxiety and stuff, but now he started sneezing a lot, like abnormal amount. So I just called a vet this morning because the one we took him to is actually closed today. I called them and, excuse my face, it just is what it is. But I called them and I'm waiting for them to call me back. I just want to ask them, like, what's something I could do, you know, for him until we can take him to the vet again Monday, just to get him seen. He doesn't seem to be like miserable, but you know how it is, like when you can't stop sneezing, like it's annoying. Well, for him, it's probably very annoying. And I looked up like remedies and stuff and everything. We've done everything that we can do, you know. I don't really know what else to do for him other than take him to the vet again. So please pray for him. Hopefully he's good by the time you see this, but I may or may not show a few things from today, but as far as hearing from me directly like this, I think I'm going to just end the video here. So if I do have a few things after this, like, there you go. But if not, just let me say thank you so much for watching this video. It has been a crazy week, but it's been a great week, and it's been super fun taking you along with me. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Most of my audience is not subscribed. It's a very high number of people who are not subscribed. So if you have subscribed, please consider doing that, especially if you made it all the way to this point. You're obviously having a good time. You know, you might as well subscribe. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I will catch you guys in the next one. And as always, until next time, be blessed.